What's going on, guys? It's Justin. So this is going to be a full day of eating. I actually don't eat breakfast. I don't drink my coffee out of a bowl like a dog either. I actually intermittent fast. I intermittent fast about 6 days a week, so not all 7, about 6 days a week. I've been doing that for about 5 or 6 months, and the reason I'm in the basement as well is I'm the only one awake. It's not even 7 in the morning. I like waking up early as I can without wasting time, I guess, because there's no point in waking up at 4 o'clock if you're not going to do anything with it. But I like waking up early. I'm going to drink my coffee. I actually got some schoolwork I got to do today. And yeah, I'll see you back around like 11 o'clock. I'm going to make my breakfast. Okay, so basically I just created a quick flatbread dough. I'm going to let that rise for like 20-30 minutes or so. And I'm just going to top that with some peanut butter and chopped up apple and ground cinnamon. And then for the next part of my breakfast, I'm going to take thick cut bacon. I'm going to basically lardon it. And I'm going to use that bacon fat to cook my red skin potatoes, and then I'll top it with the actual crispy bacon. So I'm going to start that up right now.
And then what we're going to do with this bacon is just cook it really slow and low. It's just going to render out all of that bacon fat and give us really nice crispy pieces of bacon. And then we're just going to be able to use that fat to cook our potatoes. And while that's still rendering out, I'm just going to cube or dice the potatoes, whichever you prefer to say. They're not even an inch by half an inch, just really small, that way they'll cook even quicker. I honestly don't know if there's a better fresh herb for red potatoes than fresh rosemary. It's pretty much a must anytime I make red potatoes. It's kind of like a breakfast style potato in my head. Now, if there's anything you need to know about me when it comes to cooking, is that I absolutely love parsley. I actually just eat parsley leaves while I'm cooking with parsley. It's kind of sad. This is what the bacon should look like about 10-15 minutes into really slowly rendering out. And eventually get super crispy like this, and it's important to pat it down to really get all that moisture out of there, just to make it crisp up a little bit more. And look at all of that nice fat. And that fat will be used to cook these potatoes. But now I'm just tossing it in that fat to get the fat on all of the pieces of potato, and only adding salt.
So now the lardon is done. I got the potatoes on the oven. I gotta work on making this flatbread. Yeah, it's not much left to do. As you saw, I cut up some parsley and rosemary. I'm gonna put that on top as well. While the potatoes are cooking, I only have them in salt because I don't want to put anything else on until they're nearly ready to come off, because I don't want any of the spices or seasonings to burn.
So now while the potatoes are frying off, I'm just going to sit here and start to form my actual flatbread. I'm just kind of working a little bit because when I made the dough, I didn't roll it or anything. I didn't knead it at all. So I'm doing all that now, and then I'm going to give it just a little bit of like a 10-15 minute rest before I actually form it into kind of a rectangle. Now I'm just a few minutes from taking these potatoes off the heat, and this is when I'm going to add sort of my spices and herbs. I started out with some pepper, some onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. As well as for my herbs, parsley and rosemary. Now you're going to see me flip the pan quite a bit, but to be completely honest, my general philosophy when it comes to frying anything in a pan like this is to leave it alone. Let it just cook, let it sit in the heat. But I am throwing on spices and herbs, so I do need to mix them, and my preferred method is to just toss them. That way you're still actually trying to get all sides of them rather than just pushing them around with a spoon or spatula like most people do.
So here is the flatbread. It's just a little bit of diced apple on top with some ground cinnamon, and there's actually peanut butter under there as well. So now, let's try these potatoes. Let's try a piece of this Let's see if I can get it in there. Oh yeah. That's so good too. I think I could have used a little bit more cinnamon and sugar in the dough, but that's about it. So it's almost 2 o'clock right now. It's been 3 or 4 hours since I ate that breakfast. Pretty much for the rest of the day, I finished all the schoolwork that I had to do. I had to do some notes, I had to take a quiz, just some really simple stuff actually. So I'm just gonna sit here and actually start working on editing the first part of that video, well, this video, and drink my water. I'm probably gonna go make a fruit bowl in maybe an hour. And so when it comes to like drinking fluids throughout the day, I pretty much just drink water and coffee. I don't drink pop, I don't drink alcohol. It's really just 3 or 4 of these mason jars worth of water. These are 32 ounces each. And then just probably like 8 cups of coffee. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a little bit of work on this and I'll get back to you when I make that bowl. It's not gonna be anything special. It's literally, I'm just gonna cut up fruit. I don't have the energy to make it look fancy or anything. Alright, so I just stopped working on the prior footage for this video. I got that fruit bowl that I was saying. It's just some strawberries, watermelon, pineapple, and then to finish off the snack, I needed a little bit more protein because this is like a gram or 2 of protein. So we have a ton of beef jerky at my house right now from when all of this staying at home started. My mom went buck wild buying beef jerky. So I'm also gonna have a bag of that. It's 13 grams. It's a pretty healthy snack, I would say, for it just being a snack and not a meal. So it's 3:08. Dinner is going to be in about 2.5 hours. I'm actually not making it. My mom is making it. So I'm not really going to go show footage of that. I don't think she feels like being on camera, but I will show it when it's done. It's just going to be, I think it's like chicken and Brussels sprouts and carrots. So I'm pretty excited for that. I love roasted Brussels sprouts a lot. I've also got some coffee still, so I'm still drinking coffee into the afternoon. So I guess I'll just see you when it comes down to dinner. So dinner's done. We had some chicken with some roasted vegetables and fingerling potatoes. I have about 2 hours or so left in my eating window for today, and so before I go to bed, well, a little bit before I go to bed, I'm gonna have like some cut up apples with peanut butter and maybe like a bagel with maybe some butter or peanut butter on it. Something just to get a little bit more food in me because I did work out today. I know, I can't believe I worked out today. But I worked out today, so I wanted to get a little bit more calories in me and a little bit more nutrition in me. So yeah, I mean, I don't have much left to do today either. I just gotta finish editing what I've filmed up to this point for this video. I got a little bit of schoolwork that I actually want to get done tonight instead of having to do it tomorrow. That's about it. So I guess all I got left is that apple and the bagel.